welcome to War and Pieces. Now, this week we're going to do something a little bit different. And what we're going to be showing you is micro armor. Okay? Micro armor is a very cornerstone of wargaming. It's not just all boards and little chits. You can actually play with miniatures. And I'm not talking bolt action or Flames of War. I'm talking a very strategic type of thing. And I'm going to show you some of the sizes just so you guys understand what micro armor is. So we're going to go down to the table, take a look at that. We're going to take a look at some rules. And guess what? We're going to show you all about micro armor. So let's head down to the table. Now here we have some 15 millimeter tanks, okay, and these were actually from Axis and Allies, believe it or not, that game there. I actually have some that are just a little bit bigger, but they fit in there from anywhere from 10 to 15. Now here what I'm going to show you is actually a micro armor, okay, and you can see how small. It's not even as big as my fingernail. You know, this is almost the size of a finger. And yet here is the micro armor. This is also considered a 10 millimeter, and you can see there's a 15 millimeter, and then this would be considered 1/300th. Now I'm going to show you very quickly. They actually had ships that you can do the same thing with in the 300 scale. So you can have all these giant epic sea battles and everything with ships. So it didn't just stop there. There were ships and all kinds of things. And here you would see that actually I have a little, and this was a company, CNC. This is going back, Precision in Miniatures, and it's all pewter and metal, and you can see how small these things are. So you would actually put together a grouping and put them on one single base, and you would move these around. Now what I do want to show you guys, and you can see little Jeeps. I mean, look at that. That's how tiny and small, and just easy to paint. Just get a base coat on them, for crying out loud. But there are so many rules out there, and one of the things that I really want to stress is that you can get a bunch of rules for free, or you can go out and purchase some rules. Like these I've had for almost 40 years, and this is a Command Decision from GDW. The company isn't even in existence anymore. Now this you could play with the 15 mil, but you can also play with micro armor. And it was a D10 series, and here you have mobile warfare in the 20, and it'd give you all how to use it. It's a little more complicated and maybe something that's not for everybody. But the nice thing about this is it's getting a set like this. It helps you build your army. So if you wanted to build an infantry division from 1941 to 1942, it would give you the complete breakout of what you would need to put it together and make it easy. And then of course you have all these type of chits and stuff like that, which will help you along the way. And of course some quick reference guides, some battle summary rules and stuff like that. But micro armor was the very beginning, because you know, generals would actually enact battles and stuff through this stuff, using this type of things, and just push them around the board and see where to move the 9th Division and so forth and so on. But as you can see, I'm just going to show you, this is only one tray of what I have, and there are hundreds and hundreds of tanks in here, and yeah, I got a lot of stuff. But we also I also have like another 7 trays of this, so I can just build it, and I think it's something that we're actually going to show off at some point. And we have some modern tanks mixed in here. You know, I've got a kind of everything mixed in here, and really just it's a unique thing, and it's something you have to investigate to see if it's for you. But I really think that if you do, you will not be disappointed. See, I even have them with their little names on the bottom. This is a Jaeger Panzer. There we go. So just really
an adept system. And here's some anti-aircraft, well, because you actually do have aircraft in it. And you can see the metal is just, it's metal. That's all I can tell you. And it has weight, and it feels like you have weight. So I have so much of this, and we've played it, and it's a big favorite at conventions. If you ever have a chance to go to a wargaming convention, you definitely go take a look at Micro Armor. I believe you'll get sucked in right away. So let's go up top and get my final thoughts.
Now, the rule set that I showed you is just one variation of rule sets that you can use. The GHQ, the people that make a lot of great Micro Armor, you can get your hands on free rules. So you can get modern, you can get World War II type of rules, you can get naval types of rules from GHQ, or you could try to hunt down a set that works for you. Always investigate and see which one and which one is simple enough or maybe complex enough that makes a difference to you. But Micro Armor, like I've said, is a cornerstone. It is something that has been there from the very beginning, is taking and playing on a small scale and reenacting these tremendously huge battles. And it just might be something for you. It's easy to paint, easy to put together, and you could play it on a 3x3, or you could play it on a 10x12. I've seen it even bigger than that, a 10x24. They really can do some really things. It's up to your imagination and up to how much you want to invest into it. So that's this week's War and Pieces, and until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.